Hey, what up, fam? Manly Brandon here, and down in the dojo, and yeah. So today I'm trying a new video style here, and it's basically kind of like a little story time slash workout. But yeah, so let's get into it. First, the story time. When I started my weight loss journey, well, when I seriously started it, I was 330 pounds, which is pretty heavy, especially I'm 6'2", and so 330 pounds is still way too much for that frame. And I'm not super big otherwise, like I just was really fat, but I was pretty strong for my size. I had actually been going to the gym for a little bit and added a lot of strength. I wasn't losing any weight because I was still eating like absolute crap, but I was getting stronger. And at my highest, I could bench 300 pounds, and that's not too bad. That's pretty good. But anyway, I started losing weight. Now, I didn't have any kind of mentors or anything. I looked stuff up on YouTube, and I like started picking and choosing what I followed, and stuff I didn't want to hear. And that's a huge mistake because weight loss is not only fat loss. I lost a ton of muscle. And finally, when I hit my goal weight and I decided I wanted to put on muscle, I was incredibly weak. Um, I could barely press 120 pounds as a one rep max. Uh, it was incredible because I was doing 300 and I have it written down in my books, and like I was all happy the first time I hit 300, and then to go down to 120 where I was struggling for 120, like it was like, oh my god, and like it took everything I had. So yeah, when you lose weight, make sure you don't cut your calories too big. Don't skip weight training, and don't just hit the cardio, because the weight training, while it is slower at burning calories, first of all, actually, let me just start here. There's not enough exercise in the world for you to outdo a bad diet. So first thing you got to do is get your nutrition in order. And it doesn't matter what exercise you do. Cardio is good for your heart. You should do 150 minutes. Steady state cardio. I do walking. I do like 10,000 steps a day minimum and like 25,000 steps a day max. You don't want to overdo it, but that'll get you where you need to be in terms of using extra calories. But if you do weight training and you put on muscle, it's more metabolically active. So it's going to raise your metabolism carrying around more muscle. They're carrying around like 10 more pounds of muscle. I can't remember how much higher it makes, but you're going to use more just by existing. So it actually helps you in the long run. So like, yeah, hour of running will get you like 500 calories, and an hour of weightlifting will get you 200 calories. It's negligible compared to how much you're just going to burn through your metabolism. So don't seek out the short term and do the cardio. Be like, this is what's going to get me where I need to go. It is a tool, and it does help, like especially if like you're like, oh, maybe I overdid it too much today, and I want to be 500 calories short of maintenance so that I can lose a pound a week, which is a good goal. Um, and then yeah, just hit the cardio and it'll get you where you need to be. But having the weight loss, the weight training in there will help you burn the weight long term, and that's what's important, because if you're carrying around more muscle, you're just going to be a fat burning machine. So you use both. They're all tools in your toolbox. Don't think one's better than the other, uh, for what you need to do. But in my experience, skipping out on the weight training is what cost me like all my strength gains. So yeah, but I've been going back to the gym for a little bit, and I've got some of my gains back. Now I haven't tried to max out on the bench um, yet, but I do hit the chest press machine, and I'm up over 245 now, so I'm pretty happy with that. I know that it's not a one-to-one. Chest press is a little easier. You don't have to use your stabilizer muscles. It's like not gravity pulling down on you. Also, you're like pushing forward instead of like up. So there's like lots of little factors, but I'm pretty sure that my bench is back over 200 pounds now, just even using a percentage. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. But And also, as a rule of thumb, you want to use about 80% of your max to be your working weight. And when you're working, you want to do, for me, and this is what's worked for me to help add, is I do 6 reps, 4 sets, a minute and a half between each set. And if I can't hit 6, then I drop the weight, and you know what I mean. Like I want to be able to do it. But then once I get to 10 reps in each set, then I add slightly more weight. I don't add sets and I don't add reps beyond 10. I don't know if that's ideal, but so far it's working for me. It might work for you. Just, everyone's different. So don't take my advice as gospel, especially because I'm new to this. I follow Renaissance Periodization, Greg Doucette, and just a bunch of other fitness people. Like I have a ton of them on my YouTube channel, this YouTube channel actually. You can look and see who I subscribe to, and they all give pretty decent advice. So find something that works for you. That's the only diet and exercise program you're going to be able to stick to, is one that works for you. If you can't do it, it's unsustainable, and you hate what you do, then you're going to fail. Like that's just 100%. I found exercises I like to do, and those are the ones I do, and I've been getting great results. Like I'm on my way to my 6 pack. I need to lose, I'd say, about 15 more pounds. But I also am trying to put on muscle at the same time, so I'm trying to do a little gain-taining. So I'm in a slight calorie deficit, but I'm eating a ton of protein. We're gonna see how this works. Like they say, it's a lot harder to do it this way. The bulk and cut method is the preferred method, but I'm scared. I was bulked before, and I don't want to go back. So, like, I'll just be honest with you, it's a psychological thing. I can't bulk because I will backslide, and I don't want to backslide. I've come way too far. The other thing standing in my way is a lot of loose skin, and that sucks. Loose skin is always like I may actually have enough weight off of me right now to see a 6 pack if I didn't have this skin hanging over my stomach. Because in certain lights you can see it, and maybe I still am a little bit too high body fat, but you know, uh, don't let it frustrate you. You'll get your goals, and I'm never going to be as aesthetic as I'd want to be, uh, even if I add all the muscle in the world, just because I had so much skin. At my heaviest, I was 416 pounds. Now I'm down below 200. So really nothing I could do about that. I mean, I could have just never gotten big, but I did, and I'm paying the price. But I feel great in my body, and only one person gets to see me without my clothes on anyway, so who fucking cares? Um, yeah, so that's my story time. Well, no, not totally. Right now, on my bar, I have 120 pounds, which is, like I said, when I first started, that was my max. Now it's my working weight that I use right now. Or at least it's what I'm up to. I started at 80 and then 100. Now I'm up to 120. So these are going to be my first sets at 120. Make sure I can hit all that, and I'm positive I can. Like it's and push-ups too. I do a crazy amount of push-ups. Like I really love just dropping down and doing push-ups. Can't recommend that enough. If you got time, just crank out about 10. Whenever you just have time to stop and do 10 push-ups, and then you just get up and go. Like it's no time investment, just fun. But I got this bench from my buddy I work with, and so this is actually the basement gym. This is the gym that got me through the winter. I had lost all my weight going into the fall, and like actually hit my lowest weight and my current weight that I've been like maintaining, 190 pounds, on my birthday in October. And shortly after that, it started to get too cold to work out in the garage gym, which is the preferred gym. It's got the boxing stuff out there, and I'm super into boxing. It's my favorite form of cardio. So through the wintertime, I've gotten my cardio through steps. I used to really hit the bike hard, and I probably will hit it again in the summertime, just because it's I don't know, it's not too bad. Like I tried it the other day, and I just was not into it like I used to be. I'm just not super big on cardio. It's so boring to me. So the easiest cardio for me to get is walking. And in the summer I'll play basketball and I'll box. But doing a dedicated cardio run for me, I just don't think it's in the cards anymore. And it sucks because that's how I got here. So I don't want to like abandon that tool completely. Like the exercise bike was my best friend when I was losing weight. Like I killed it. I was on there for an hour a night, full effort, nonstop, and just sweating, 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 which is water weight, not fat, by the way. If you don't sweat a lot in the gym, that doesn't mean you're not losing weight. You're burning calories. You don't always have to sweat. Sweat is just a byproduct. It doesn't always appear when you're doing the work. It will sometimes, and there's situations and all that. But if you go through a gym workout and you're like, oh, I didn't sweat at all, you probably still did some work as long as you did some work. Uh, so don't get frustrated with that. But yeah, that's what I got on my bar right now. This is just a regular bar. Like it's not a 45-pound bar. So there's actually 120 pounds of weight on there. And that bar itself maybe weighs 5 pounds. So that might be 125 pounds back there. But it's at least 120. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing for my sets. Like I said, 4 sets of 6 with a minute and a half rest in between each one. And just to show you that I can do at least one, I'm going to do one real quick and just to show you I can do it, and I'll do the rest off camera. No one wants to see me work out, but it is what I'm doing, and it's so far this system has worked for me. I've added, like I said, gone from my working sets being 80 and my max being 120 to my working sets being 120 and my max being maybe 180. It's probably maybe higher than that, but I can probably do 180. I'll have a max out video at some point and record my maxes when I can get back out into the garage on my good bench and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna just hit one real quick, and then I'm gonna take you on a slight tour of this gym. I finally finalized it, and I think I'm happy with it. So let's hit this one real quick. Ooh, that's nice. Actually, that's really easy. So yep, that's what we'll be doing this week. So we can get to 10. And then I'll add more. So yeah, now let's go on this tour. So here's the gym. I got my bench and my easy bar, and I use that for triceps, skull crushers, and stuff like that. There's a bike there. I said I don't use it. I probably should just get it out of here. Honestly, it's just taking up space. I bought this contraption here. This is a open hex bar, I think is what it's called, but I use it for my squats and deadlifts. I hate deadlifts, I hate squats, but you got to do them. They're the kings of exercise. So I got a bar that can basically do it all. I picked this up at a thrift shop. It's just another bench, and I use it for my tricep extension and stuff like that. I got this crunch machine, which they don't work. You can't target weight loss or whatever, but they help me do my crunches. I do 200 a day, so like it helps, and it's whatever. Like it helps. I hate doing crunches, and this helps make it a little bit more bearable. Got this bun and thigh roller. I don't know if it actually helps quads or not, but it's something to keep me moving, and it's not hurting anything at least. Over here, I have the sets counter for the week. Slacking on calves and forearms and back, but I'm going to hit those today. Hit quads tomorrow, chest, all that stuff. Actually, I'm going to get some more chest sets. I don't count my push-ups in my chest sets, but all of these are sets of 25. Actually, I just started 30s, so the last 2 sets of this are 30s, and then I'm going to do my chest workout like I had mentioned. So yeah, that's the gym, and hope like my video quality is never going to get too out of control because my aesthetic is low-key trashy. But yeah, that's what I got going, and those are my future plans. I hope you guys stick with me through this journey, and if you have any questions about what worked for me, what doesn't work for me, try to answer them. Just send them to me, and I'll be as real with you as possible. Said I made a lot of mistakes along my way. I posted a couple videos about the mistakes that I've made, and I'm trying to get on the correct track. I would love to, like I said, get skinny enough to have my 6-pack. So I've never had one in my life. It would be incredible to me. But right now, I just adding muscle definition. Like the first time I got that pump and I saw like a vein on my bicep, I was like, what? This is a thing that could actually happen. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. And you can do it. I did it, and I am not motivated. I'm a food addict, bro. Like I still struggle with that, and it's been over a year, and that's what scares me is about the bulking phase is I will just go too hard into the bulk, and this is not be able to come back out. I put in too much work to backslide, and so I got my sustainable diet here. I eat a lot of volume of food, uh, tons of cucumbers, stuff like that, mushrooms, just stuff that will fill you up and satisfy your hunger for not a lot of calories. There's so much food out there like that, and if you love it like I do, it doesn't even bother you. Like I love that stuff. I started using mustard on my salads instead of salad dressing, and people were like, "Oh, that's fucked up. That's gross or whatever." But I love the taste of mustard on lettuce. Like I always have since I was a kid. Like it's like makes a sandwich classy to me. So just having that all the time, it really helps. So you'll find your own little things that help you out along the way. But if you need any inspiration, just ask. I'll help you out as best I can. Also, the sets board, the I think they say anywhere between 10 and 20 sets per muscle per week. And if you're doing four and you work out 4 days, like you'll get your stuff. You just vary up your exercises. Like I do push-ups and bench press for my chest, and I'm sure there's other stuff. I have just options upon options, different curl variations for my biceps, different stuff for triceps. You'll find a way. Just give yourself an hour, hour and a half each day. Walk around. Don't incorporate cardio into your weight training. It just goes against what you need. Spend your time in the gym, either doing cardio or doing weights. Don't cross paths. It's not a good look. Like they interfere with each other, and you're going to spend more time doing one or the other. If you're in there to build muscle, build muscle. Don't worry about the cardio. Just get your steps in, and that's like the best kind of cardio you can get. You're going to be healthy. Like every time I get on a treadmill, I can still run a mile and all that stuff. So I'm good there. I'm not getting to the point where I can't just because I don't haven't hit cardio as hard. Actually, I may actually be hitting cardio harder now just because I take so many more steps. And you're also not going to get rid of your NEET or non-exercise energy thermogenesis. I think that's what it is. But that's like the stuff that you do just hanging out. It's like moving around, being like, instead of being completely just like, you move a little bit more because your body's like, oh, I got this energy. So there's different pluses and minuses. Just don't kill yourself with cardio. I know a lot of people don't like cardio, but if you love it, then kill yourself with cardio, I guess. But uh, make sure you're getting your weight training in so you up your metabolism. Like you don't have to be super. I don't want to be bulky. Like I'm training to have the body of Daredevil. Like I said, that's my goal. He's my like comic book hero. It's dorky as hell. I'm almost a 40-year-old man training to look like a comic book character. Whatever gets you to do it, just do it. There's no shame in that game. Uh, so yeah, that'll be it for this video. I'll be posting some more shorts and everything here soon. And I'm gonna hit this workout. Today I'm gonna do my chest and back. Uh, yeah, so happy Monday. All right, peace.